When most people think about the cleaning business, they picture somebody cleaning the offices after hours. But the real investors and real entrepreneurs, they see it very differently. What they see is a recurring revenue, long-term contracts, B2B relations, low startup cost, and scalable operations. And this is why the commercial cleaning business has become one of the most successful and rapidly growing business in America. Hi, I am Raheel, and at Acquisitions LLC, we help investors and entrepreneurs starting, launching, and scaling their businesses. And commercial cleaning is one of the businesses that rarely get attentions online, and the people are making millions in this business sitting silently and having no social presence or no flexing around the big cars or the big shows. So let's see what we can learn from those businesses and how we can implement in terms of making our fortune while sitting quietly. So first and foremost, we need to understand why commercial cleaning business works, because irrespective of the economic cycles or the market situations, the businesses need cleaning. They need sanitizations, whether it's a retail business, whether it's an office, whether it's a medical clinics, be it schools, spas, salons, restaurants. Everybody needs cleaning, because without that they would not be able to serve their customers. And this is one of the biggest difference between the commercial cleaning business and any the fancy tech based startup, because you are not creating a new demand in the market. The demand is already there. It's a proven, it's tested, it's a day-to-day necessity, and it's a recession resistant business. You just need to pick up your stuff and go on the road. You will find the customers. So the first thing which we need to understand in this business is that this is not something where every day you just open up a store and you are waiting for the customers to walk in, or you are open up a service company and you just try to go and hunt for a customers every day or every week. It's basically a business where you sign up a customer once and he keeps paying you recurringly over the period of time, because you sign up the membership contracts, you sign up the cleaning contracts, because the restaurant which needs a cleaning done, which needs their hood to be cleaned today, he needs to be cleaned with a regular frequency, whether it's a 2 weeks, 4 weeks, a month, or whatever. But they need a regular consistent cleaning for their equipment. The same way it goes to schools, the spas, any of the other businesses. They need cleaning either daily or weekly, and that gives you the predictable, sustainable, constant and consistent revenue income once you build up the business over the period of time. So when it comes to the startup capital, so the beauty of this business is it can start as lean as possible. All what you need is to get your licenses done, get your insurances done. Very important for the business. You need to get your proper insurances, approvals. Then you just need to go and pick up a small equipment and put it in the trunk of your car. You can just start going into the market and ready for taking your first client. And in terms of the client or the business development, you can just regularly build up a normal standard website in the beginning, create your Google profile, your social media profiles, and start posting. Hey guys, you know what? I'm starting this commercial cleaning business. If you need a cleaning in your office, in your store, in your shop, you just hit me up and I'm ready to clean up the whole space. So in terms of the numbers, that startup capital can go anything between $3,000 to $30,000. Depends what equipments and what tools are you buying, or what scale you want to start with. So you can go as lenient as possible, and you can go as fancy as possible by hiring employees and getting the office leased up and getting a commercial cleaning van with a nice branding and a nice decals, having a nice website done. So you can do all of that, but the best way would be you can start lean and grow exponentially, grow over the period of time. So in terms of your service packet, what you can offer is you can offer a commercial office cleaning, you can offer the commercial retail stores cleaning, you can offer the medical office cleaning services, you can offer the janitorial services, you can do the floor care, you can do the windows cleaning, or you can even do the post construction cleaning. So in the beginning you start with a wide variety of services, but over the period when the business grows, you can narrow it down and niche it down to a particular service and increase your profitability by focusing on one or two services. service. And most of the successful cleaning companies, they do not make money by one-time jobs. They make money by having the regular contracts in place, which can be a year-long contract and a 3 years long contract, and it gives you the constant, consistent, predictable revenue. So in terms of the financials or the profitability of the business, let's take some example and understand the unit economics of the business. So let's say if you have a small scale company, and with the small office cleaning, getting a let's say $700-800 a month contract, which turns into somewhere around $150 to $200 per week contract. So that means you go once a week and you go 4 times a month, and it's a $800 contract. You get 5 of these contracts in place, and that turns into a $3,200 per month. And if you make a 5 similar contracts for $800 each, that turns into a $4,000 a month contract. And when it happens to scale your business and you make a 20 of these contracts, you are talking about a $16,000 per month fixed revenue. The beauty of this is the success of the business lies on building the portfolio, not building a one-time service. Now, the next question would be how to find your first client. So it's very simple. You pick up your stuff, you get your website up and running, you put up your Google My Business profile, you set up your social media account, and you start posting. And at the same time, you prepare you print your business cards, go to the local offices, go to the local stores, go to the family offices, go to the medical offices, you go to the property managers, and you spread your name out in the local community. And that's how the first contract would be lying probably in your phone book. You just get your business card or a small flyer or a postcard and shoot it to every single contact in your phone book, and you might end up landing your first contract from your phone book itself. So there are certain elements which you need to consider, which can be very risky and can cost you a lot if it is not handled properly. So most important is, even if you are new, do not underprice your contracts, and specifically if it is a long-term contract. So you need to do the price search in your market, in your local area. You need to see who is offering what service at what price, and then you might go slightly below than that just to as a new entry in the market, but you do not have to go way too low than that, because eventually and if you happen to have a long-term contract, so eventually for that long-term contract it will cost you a lot. Number 2, do not lose control on quality. So quality control, final inspections, before and after pictures, do not compromise on those. You need to make sure that the quality speaks for itself, and that way your one contract can refer you for many other contracts in the future if they are satisfied with your service quality. Next, most important, very sensitive, even if you are starting new, do not compromise your insurances, because one small mistake, one small problem can end up in a very heavy amount of the lawsuits or the complaints. So you make sure that you have the right insurances in place from the day one before you open the door. And last, very important piece, do not fail or do not miss to document your whole process. Means, when I say the document, means a videotape. So whatever you are doing, videotape it. So post it while you build it, right? So whatever you are doing, you just post it on the social media, and that creates the trust in the local community. So whenever you are going to a one office or a one neighborhood or one the store, you just print up your cards, go to all the neighborhood stores and post it at least 20 doors on each side of the locality. You need to post you need to put your cards out, and you need to post your whole document, while doing the service, you need to post it on the social media. That brings the trust, and that brings the next client. And now when it comes to that, you are getting a sufficient of your bookings, and it keeps you occupied. That is a time when you need to start hiring your employees, because immediately you start hiring employees so that you can take yourself off the business and you can work on the business and start focus more on getting more business development, more revenues, and more contracts, and that's how you scale this business. So as a big reality check at the end of the video, is this business for everybody? The answer is no. Is this business profitable? Absolutely it is profitable. Is it a growing market? Yes, it is a growing market. It only requires a consistency, a discipline, a focus, and you keep hustling. As you should be as a hustler in nature, and you keep hustling and keep grinding. You would make a success in the business if you follow the right directions. And if you are serious in considering a scalable, a growth oriented business model for a commercial cleaning businesses, feel free to reach out to me and my team. We would be happy to develop the whole strategy and a whole business model for you, and we can help you scaling your business right from zero, from the scratch, to make it to $100,000 contracts a month. And that's not a claim or a guarantee. That's just the level of this industry, which it has the potential to take your business up to a scale wherever you want it to grow. Thank you. Have a good day.